Welcome back, everybody, to the Visitor Parking Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Vargas, joined with your new potential co-host on his third tryout, potentially forever, Curtis Foreman.
Yeah, 3 for 3. You can't get rid of me.
3 for 3. But yeah, welcome back, everybody, to the Visitor Parking Podcast. We're ready to get started here. Episode 43. We've been going at this now, 43 episodes. That's it's not a particularly nice number. It's just a larger number than.
What's wrong with 43?
Nothing's wrong with 43. It's just 45.
What happens when you get to 47?
What's happening at 47?
You know who's 47.
Who's 47? Don't say his name. His name, the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord.
You're in some dangerous numbers these next couple episodes.
But anyway, guys, welcome back. We had a couple talking points. I had a lot of things to say, and I now have absolutely nothing to talk about.
I think you got writer's block. What's writer's block for podcasting? Podcasting block?
I don't know, because I had a lot to say when we were going to record at lunch, but then I was like stressed about getting ready for work and figuring out where the next start's going to come from and all that. So it just I think I got too stressed and too tense, and you had to eat your Indian food.
I love Indian food.
What'd you eat? By the way?
Butter chicken.
The butter chicken.
Butter chicken. I don't want to get anything too spicy. I mean, I'm at work. I'm trying to talk to people on the phone. I can't be guzzling water.
That'd be true.
So I just get something that tastes pretty good. And
I haven't had water in days.
what's in your cup?
Not water. Not water. Red Bull, baby.
Red Bull.
But yeah, I mean, remember as kids, like we never had to drink water. You could go a long time.
I still don't drink water.
Yeah.
Kelly gets on me about it all the time. I live off coffee and I live off Diet Coke. Those are my two.
Yeah, I've had a real problem with soda. I really just like a good Coca-Cola. But yeah, man. Where do I want to start this podcast? Motherfucker, dude.
I mean, we have the list. Just go down the first one.
All right. Well, we have a madman in office. We've got a goddamn lunatic, a loony, a complete madman. He's crazy. He's tearing down our White House. Let's start with the No Kings protest that we had. There were millions of people from around the world, from around the country who went to these. I was there in D.C. this Saturday, and it was incredible.
I saw your pictures. It did look pretty livid.
Yeah, I stole those pictures from my mom's. I stole the No Kings pictures from a group chat, and then I posted them as my own, and I had probably most engaged post on Instagram I'd ever gotten. I had like 20 people liking the posts.
Liking your Instagram story?
Yeah, liking the Instagram story.
And then your Katniss Everdeen. This is how I felt after posting those pictures. I laughed pretty hard at that.
Do you like that one?
I thought that was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty
President
good.
Snow, if we burn, you burn with us. Dude,
Don't make fun of those movies. Those movies are great.
The books were good. Did you
I
read
couldn't
the books?
get into the books.
I liked
It's a little too YA.
What's YA?
Young adult.
Oh, yeah. I will say it was young adult, but the movies I feel like the last movies ruined the books.
Really?
Even though I think a dystopian towards the end, it's kind of hard to wrap that up in a good way because it is kind of getting silly. But no, I didn't like the actors they put in there, and I didn't like I hate when they have to split it up into two movies to make it one.
That's just for money. They don't have to. It's just for money. Same thing with Harry Potter.
But I think that kind of ruins the movie. It's like just make it like a Lord of the Rings, where it's like we didn't have Lord of the Rings 3, the Return of the King Part 1 and 2. We just had to.
I don't know if people have the attention spans for that anymore. I think they did back in when Lord of the Rings was coming out, but now it's like they don't have the attention spans.
Yeah.
That's why TikTok has the 2x speed. They can barely sit through a 60-second TikTok.
Yeah, I'll post a video on TikTok, and if I don't get right to the point in the first half a second,
done. Yeah.
I'm done. Like that video I sent you yesterday, I spent a lot of time editing. I think it didn't jump into it fast enough with the edits, even though I did all those edits. It was like
I think the edits help keep the attention though, because it's new. Right? Everyone's just riddled with ADHD these days. They just want new.
Yeah, they call it something else now. They call us like mutants.
Mutants?
We're like divergents.
You're just going down.
Neurodivergent.
Neurodivergent?
That's the new word for ADHD.
Isn't
It's the new word for like learning disabled.
I thought that was just like autism.
No, it's
Neurodivergency, isn't that autism?
Is it autism?
I'm pretty sure that's. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's.
I think for ADHD they call it like neurodivergent, like a learning disability.
I mean, I have a learning disability.
Yeah, but they called it like something different back then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, the No Kings protest. Do you have anything to say about that before we get into the tearing down of the White House?
I'm glad we don't have a king.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
some places that still have kings.
there's not a lot of. What's the difference between what our guy's doing and what a king is doing?
Kings don't do a lot anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to get into politics too deeply here. But no, the East Wing, I don't know how. I think I just, to put it candidly, when I saw it getting torn down.
Well, hold on. First of all, just say what's happening.
Well,
You gotta preface this with, you can't just jump right in with the East Wing.
I don't
as-
even know why he's tearing it down.
I read that he wants to build a ballroom. The
I don't care
Trump
wh-
ballroom.
I don't care what he wants to build. I feel like we should have to vote on that. If you're going to tear down, not like add on. I get an add on.
I guess you can. Yeah, I mean, what is the East Wing used for right now? That's a better question, I guess.
I think we could look this up.
That's a good
I
thing to
should have
look
had all these points brought up in the thing, but
If it's used like not really for anything, then like I guess like it's a remodel. I guess could be a consideration.
yeah, I don't know. But when I saw him tearing down the East Wing, I did get sad just because it's like, oh shit.
It is a little weird of a like an image, like watching some of the
Our
pictures or the
White
videos.
House.
Yeah, like a construction crew ripping down part of the White House. It's odd.
I think it's more just because it's like if you have the White House, right? If you live there full time, you're renting it technically.
Yeah.
You're not. You don't own it. Like you can make changes.
I don't even know if you consider it renting. You're just like visiting. Like
You're visiting.
you're not even like
Dude, speaking of visiting, they're visitor parking.
They're visitor parking in the White House.
But no, I mean, let's look here. The East Wing, some historical facts. 1800s. For most of the 19th century, there was no East Wing. The East Wing was the White House was just lawn and gardens. It became a temporary office. Roosevelt added the West Wing and a small
knew
East
that.
Wing colonnade to balance the design and passageway. President Woodrow Wilson added the East Wing extension as a cloakroom and reception area for wartime security. It was temporary. During World War II, FDR added the modern East Wing, primarily to hide the construction of a secret underground bunker, the Presidential Emergency Operations Center. Okay. So they're saying they're building the East Wing, but really they were
Was
building
building the bunker.
yeah, dude, so much secrecy. Redesigned several times by Bess Truman and Jackie Kennedy, and later First Ladies use it as the house.
That's right. The
their
East Wing is
offices
the
and staff.
yeah. Have you ever seen West Wing, the TV show?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that
because
one.
they're all in the West Wing, and then the wife is in the East Wing with all her people. I should have known that. That was stupid.
Is that really what
Yeah.
happens? That's crazy.
The president is mainly in the West Wing, hence the
Okay.
name of the show. And then the first lady and her team and everyone get the East Wing.
What does she have a team for?
Whatever the first lady wants to do. Like, Michelle Obama did her whole like make America healthy again thing. Like
Yeah.
that was like the first part of like the whole like,
Reagan did the against drugs.
yeah,
his
like,
wa-
well, it's more,
Nancy
yeah, his wife
Reagan.
does the whole like against the drugs things, but like first lady always has like policies and like initiatives that they go after. Michelle Obama tried to make everyone healthy. Reagan's wife Nancy did the no drugs, say no to drugs thing or
So,
whatever.
fun facts: beneath the East Wing is the Presidential Emergency Operating Center (PEOC). PEOC, a secure bunker during World War II, still used in crises today. The East am I saying that right? Colonnade.
Colonnade, I
Colonnade
guess.
connected
yeah.
the East Wing to the originally designed by Thomas Jefferson. The public entrance for all White House tours, you start in the East Wing. The First Lady's office is often in the East Wing as well.
See? Hey, have you ever toured the White House?
No, I don't believe I've ever toured it, and I live here.
It's cool.
So
I went
crazy.
when I was like in elementary school. You got to see all the pictures. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's another thing too. It's like there's so much history in the White
It
House.
is. That's what like it's just weird to see it being torn down. Like no matter what it's kind of used for, seeing like the White House being torn down is kind of like whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, I think that was a lot. That was very symbolic to
Yeah.
kind of I think how everything else is going. It's like tearing
Things are
down.
getting torn down. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's a good
But
point.
I think in his brain and like on his team, they are reframing this as like change is painful. It's hard to adjust to change. Like but it's good. It's a good change. They'll see.
you think so? I think it's all just vanity.
I mean, definitely is coming rooted in vanity.
It's all just like it's because like he's gonna build a ballroom. He's gonna call it the Trump ballroom or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'll pay for it, and all my donors will pay for it, so no one's paying for it or whatever. But regardless, it's the Trump ballroom. He
Yeah.
just wants everyone to be pissed that
Why
now
can't
there's
your donors pay for like healthcare
or what? Yeah, but
anything else?
but the point of it is like regardless of if a Democrat gets in office in the next 4 years or whatever, the White House will always have the Trump ballroom on it, and like that. I think he's kind of just doing a vanity, like in your face type of thing, which is totally on brand.
So much, dude. And did you ever watch Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Remember Goldmember?
Yeah.
Goldmember. Dude, he's literally, that's how he,
Oh,
he
yeah.
loves gold.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anybody else who loves gold as much as him, but
I mean, he had a TV show. He's all like the media icon or whatever. Like he always talks about himself.
what
or
would
whatever.
your
like,
thing be? If you got to go into the White House, what would you do differently? I've already got a ton of ideas.
What do you mean do different? Like what I like?
What's your mark?
What that
Are
I
you
would leave on the White
classy,
House?
Or are you like, you're going to make yourself the Foreman Library, the Foreman Gaming Center,
No, not the gaming center.
Foreman Gym,
Man, no, I mean,
Foreman Grill?
I think it's always good if you're in politics or whatever. Just build a library, man. Every politician builds a library. Like it's a cool thing to do. Like that's, I would do a library. That'd be pretty cool. But it would only have to be like sci-fi or fantasy books.
True. I feel like a lot of stuff is so digital now, though. It's like
Yeah, I only do audiobooks.
they should do like a modern, like digital library in there, like a cutting edge.
Oh, like the first ever digital library.
like
that
the
would
Star
be
Wars Jedi archives, something like that. You know how they have that in Star
that's a
Wars.
good idea. I'm
It's
trying
like
to think what else. Would,
Trump's would be like,
what would you do then?
execute Order 66. You and I would have to sneak in there. Fucking Chris probably already killed all the Padawans.
Chris. Okay. What would you do to the White House? You said you have many ideas. What would you do?
What would I do to the White House? I don't know. I feel like all the rich people now, like Bieber and Drake, they all do big basketball courts. Like Obama,
It already has one apparently.
Where is it?
I think it's out back.
Out back?
I think so. I'd imagine a basketball court's outside.
It's an outdoor basketball court.
I think so. I know Obama put in a basketball court, and
Okay.
another
That's
president.
racist.
Wait, he did. I'm just fact. Someone else, another president, put in a bowling alley.
Yeah, the bowling
in the
alley is cool.
basement.
Yeah. What's it called?
People just go in there and do what they want. I mean, it's,
You add something.
You
I feel
add
like that's the thing. You add, like that's what he's not getting. You add like your thing. You don't tear down.
yeah, but he's gonna make it better,
I don't know.
and Mexico's gonna pay for
Do
it.
you see what he did with the pictures of the presidents? And his son was making fun. Like they're literally the Lannisters. I don't know how else like to put.
His like 6'9" son.
No, they did not that one.
Not Baron?
Not the mutant. The other one.
Huge.
the messed up one.
Don Jr. Eric.
Eric or Don.
Don Jr. Eric.
One of
Baron.
them with the slopey face. He had all the presidents lined up in golden frames, and they get to Biden, and Biden doesn't have a picture. He just has his signature where like he spelled his
Oh
name.
right, it was the auto pen signature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
because
auto
they were like, oh, Biden auto penned everything or whatever, so they hung up a signature, picture of his auto pen signature or whatever.
It's literally like, I don't know. It's not the equivalent of them hanging Ned Stark's head so Sansa can look at it, but it's like, we won, and now we're gonna like shame the people that we won again.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just not necessary.
I thought Trump hated Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
and I'm sure he does or whatever. But the level of like trolling he's done against Biden,
Yeah.
since he's got into office is like above. what he
Biden
did
must
with-
have got his ego.
He must have
big.
got under his skin somehow. I
Yeah.
guess because beating him.
Maybe
but like,
Melania is like in love with
you,
Biden.
you think Biden's hot?
Dude,
So I
you
mean,
think
maybe
Biden's hot too, dude.
I don't think Biden's hot.
Fact checking. Last time on the podcast, I said Biden was attractive because I met him a long time ago. He was attractive. I also said Biden was 6'5". That maybe I was just short that day, but Biden is 6 foot tall.
6 foot tall. Yeah.
I think maybe the important thing is he felt 6'5".
He's just such a commanding presence.
Yeah, he was such a tall. I didn't expect him to be so physically fit. Back then, I was kind of taken off by that because even back then, you saw him on TV, you're like this old guy.
Yeah, he's like 60,
Yeah.
70.
But no, Biden, I hope you're doing well, man. If you see this,
I saw he just got like his cancer treatment over with.
he has cancer.
Yeah, he has
Oh yeah,
pancreatic cancer, colon cancer,
bladder
something,
cancer maybe or something.
something like that. But
No, that was that's Dion.
he rang the bell. And
Oh, I
like
didn't see
I
that.
saw something I saw online. He rang the bell. You know, his first course of treatment was over. And,
Dude, congratulations,
yeah, congratulations, Joe.
Joe. But yeah, I don't know. Let us know how you guys feel about the White House. But that was kind of sad to me.
it is weird.
Yeah. Did you get sad?
I mean, I guess, yeah. It's more sad. I mean, as a history buff, it's very like I said, it's just very odd to me. Like the only
Yeah.
time the White House really like got taken down or whatever was when it got burned.
Yeah,
So,
by the
like,
Brits, by the British,
I think
right?
it was Canadians, wasn't it?
No, it's the British Canadian.
The British
War?
Canadian,
Was it
yeah,
the
yeah,
Brit-
whatever.
British French. Wasn't it the French
French American War,
something like that?
I don't know. But yeah, no, it's kind of odd to see a construction equipment just tearing down the White House. So it didn't really make me sad. Just felt a little weird. It's more symbolic than anything if you think about it. I mean, the president just kind of
It's out there.
Yeah.
He's out there. Hopefully this ends well for him. The White House burned on August 24th, 1814 in the War of 1812. So that wasn't like the French and Indian War. That
War
was
of 1812.
the War of
That's what
1812, yeah.
You see what else he's going to do? They're going to have the UFC fight on the lawn of the White
I'm
House
excited about.
on July 4th.
He doesn't get my vote for that by any means to be our king, but I like
He's going to build a giant arch celebrating freedom.
I saw that one, which was Imperial.
I'm excited to see some fighting on the White House lawn. Think about how cool of a camera shot that's going to be. Two people just duking it out with the White House in the
that is
background.
cool. It's going to be cool.
It better be an American versus
Does he
a
make
Russian.
it that long in office?
What do you mean? Who's going to get rid of him?
I don't know. Did you not see the millions?
Okay, what are they going to do?
I don't know. Vote?
I mean, they can't get rid of him before next year.
So even if they vote to impeach him, like last time, that didn't do anything.
So do you know how impeachment works?
Loosely.
Okay, so
Loosely,
what
right?
has to
I don't
happen,
know.
right, is one of the...
Short answer is no.
So I'll give you kind of the summarized answer is both houses of Congress, the House and the Senate, have to agree to impeach the president.
And since the Republicans
Control both of them, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
He's going to be in office next year.
All right. House Representatives votes to impeach, like an indictment, needs a simple majority. Senate then holds a trial, needs 2/3 vote. But didn't he get impeached last time?
He got impeached, but never. So it's the same. But the House, or was it whichever one was majority controlled by Democrats, voted to impeach. But the other one was held by Republicans, and they chose not to impeach.
Okay.
So which means he's like, and he got him.
He got impeached by one side.
by one side, but not the
They
other.
found
So
it, but they didn't find him guilty.
they didn't find him
basically.
guilty. So basically, it's like saying like you sped in the traffic zone, and then you go to court, and it's we have no actual like we're not hearing this quick case.
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
You're removed from office only if the House of Representatives votes to impeach you, majority vote. Then the Senate holds a trial of 2/3, which means 67 senators vote to convict you. You're officially removed from office. Removal is automatic after conviction. The Senate can also vote to bar you from holding future office, but that's separate.
Do you want President J.D. Vance?
No, but I think they would probably just impeach him too.
For over what reason?
He'd find something.
Okay.
He would do something.
Who's next? Mike Johnson?
Yeah.
President Mike Johnson?
Either way, this doesn't sound like it ends well for our country, to be
Yeah,
quite honest.
I don't think you're getting anyone else in the White House until 2020. What is it?
Yeah.
9?
Because I think it's just the people that agree with a lot of these extreme views that are gonna. It's scary. Anyway, sorry for the political rant.
Well, you talked about the White House. It's valid.
You're right. We talked about the White House being torn down. R.I.P. White House. But yeah, I mean, other than that, with work that's been going on, the fall leaves are changing. It's
Weather's getting
beautiful.
all nice and chilly.
Yeah, I think the other thing I was thinking when I was on TikTok Live this morning was quitting our jobs for TikTok, quitting your job for social media.
Don't
and-
say ours.
Yeah,
I
ours.
wouldn't quit my job for TikTok.
Yeah,
you
well-
you can quit your job for TikTok.
Well, me quitting my job for TikTok would, in essence, quit. You'd have to come with me because we're
true.
on the same podcast.
That's true.
So it only
And you
works.
sign my paychecks.
Yeah, I
so-
sign your paycheck. So, but no, but this is what we were talking about today was like, okay, let's say you end up people quit for social media. They're like stop doing what they're doing. Like, what does the crossover look like for that? Like,
What do you mean the crossover?
when do you decide to start doing it full time? When does anybody decide to start doing it full time? And like, if you were to do social media, like let's say you got fired from this job or quit or whatever, and you only could do social media. Like they're like, you have one thing. You have to do
My
social
arms
media.
and my legs were cut off, so
Your
I
arm?
can only do social media.
Merely a flesh wound.
Merely a flesh wound. When would I go full? Like, all right, so I see what you're saying.
All right, you have I ask this on TikTok Live all the time to the people that are watching me.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's say you have to pick a lane in social media or whatever. What do you do to make money in the next 6 months to where you can actually start making money on it?
I would just spam sports content.
Dude, what?
I'd spam sports content.
Okay.
I feel like there's a couple things that I know a lot about, and it's video games, sports, and history. Right?
Video games,
Sports, and history. I get some video game content on my TikTok, but like I would hate to be a video game content creator. But I love sports. I love talking about sports. And I mean, I've played sports my entire life. I would love to just talk about that. So if I could just make sports content, talking about, like, have you ever seen John Boy? The page John Boy? So he's a they're a huge sports kind of like social media thing, and they mainly talk like they all do all the MLB teams, but they always started with like the Yankees, and they just had a podcast where they just talked about the Yankees and baseball, and like that was it, and they got huge. I would love to just do something like that where I could just talk about sports, and if I could make money doing that, that'd be great. And if I got all of my limbs cut off and I was not able to do anything except for social
I don't
media,
know why the limbs were cut off.
because I am
Nobody
not
went there.
I am not good at social media. So as long as I have limbs that work, I would do anything but social media. But if that was my only last resort, I would probably just make a ton of sports content.
A ton of sports content. Well, what is being good at social media? Like, here's what, like, so I made a viral video, made 4 of them. I'm good at that. Does that mean I'm good at social media?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you go viral, that could be considered that you have like you're good at it, right? I think there's good, and I think there's like really like it's like you saying like I'm good at football.
Yeah.
Right. Am I a professional NFL player? No, but like I'm good. I'm good at baseball. Am I a professional baseball player? No, but I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
you can make viral videos, but is every single one you make like Mr. Beast? No. Like he's the professional like MLB like top tier Aaron Judge type of guy.
I don't know. I think the sports thing is just so hard. That's such a hard niche because it's like you think of sports and that ends in college for most people, or like, you know, high school at the high school level. But you
Yeah.
know, let's extend the timeline to social media because it's not like that. You could do social media for the next 50 years potentially.
You could. That's true.
You know, so it's like I think that where I struggle with it is like in our jobs right now. I mean, how much could we make for like that start that you just got? 16,500. You make 15% commission on that. So it comes out to like around $3,000.
3-4 grand, yeah.
So you can make $3 or $4 grand per placement.
How much
here.
do you have to do on social media? Because you would know this. How many like views and or likes and or whatever it takes on a TikTok video would it take to get $4 grand?
That's curious. That's like
Because like that's like a compare and contrast of like how much effort do I have to put into a video to get $4 grand versus how much do I have to put into staffing to get $4 grand?
like if I took a month off of progression, if I didn't come in at all, you did sales, you and Nazia were doing your own thing, and I gave it my all for 1 month.
Yeah.
Could I make $4 grand?
Yeah. Could you?
Could I?
I don't know.
Could
what
you?
I don't even know. I don't know what it takes.
I don't know.
Does
either.
it take like
I
four,
mean, you know,
4
but
million views? Like, I don't know how, what is it? Like, do I need likes? Do I need views? Do I need.
once you're at 10,000 followers, so you can go live with 1,000 followers. That means I can start going on TikTok
I'm like
live.
1,000 followers away from that.
And on live, people, that's when people start gifting you money
Yeah.
for like entertaining.
The
them.
roses.
Yes. But I guess the next factor is I look really bright on this camera. I'm worried about that. Think it's fine?
I think you look fine.
I'm sure it's fine. I look like Gandalf the White, right?
I think it's because you have a lighter color top on.
Yeah, that could
So you just look like you're, giving off some light.
that could be why. Or it's the window lighting. What
For
we're
those
saying?
of you just listening, Alex is wearing a nice sweater.
Nice sweater.
It is a light brown, almost white color.
Yes.
So it's reflecting the light a little bit.
Is that what it's doing?
That's my guess.
You're so smart.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, so I think for 1,000 followers, that's when you can start to make money off just being yourself and going on live and entertaining people. 5,000 followers, I don't know what that does. I think that lets you.
So you get certain like abilities or perks as you
Yeah.
get more followers.
10,000 is when you get paid for views. So that's where I'm trying to get to right now. So every time I go on TikTok live, I get 2 to 4 followers, maybe 6 or 7 on a good live stream.
Yeah.
But like once you're at 10,000, then when you start, because think about it, you have 10,000 followers at 1,200. I'm at 1,600 right now. So my posts average 500. You get about 30% of what you have in a following base. So when I'm at 10,000 followers, my average video will start to be 3,000 views, 5,000 views.
How much is one view worth?
Because at 3 to 5,000 views, if I bring that to an ad company.
Oh, it's for ad stuff. No, but like you said, at 10,000 followers.
But I think the science behind it is you start making money on ads because they know that with 10,000 followers, that average person will get anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 people looking at their post per post.
I get a lot of sponsored ad content.
Yeah, because of
get a lot
the influence that you watch. So once I'm at 10,000 followers and that starts to grow, that's when I can get my long. And I think the video has to be a minute long now for you to make money on the view.
Okay.
So that's like not a bad thing, but if you have 10,000 followers, you're going to get 3,000 people watching each video.
Yeah. Okay.
So you kind of turn into sales. I think the only thing I'm afraid of with jumping on full time as being a content creator, like the top content creators, like we were just looking this up for girls at least. I think it was not Alex Earl, but this girl who had 5 million followers and another one who had something comparable to that. Her income was around $500,000 to $700,000 a year.
Just doing social media.
Just doing social media.
What is her content?
Not including
like? What's her
brand deals.
content like?
Just living her life.
Like a day in the life or
making
whatever?
her bed.
Oh, God.
Like getting ready with
we
me.
need to burn it all down, Alex.
Burn what?
We need to burn the whole system down. People are not making $700,000 a year making a video
They
about
are.
burn it to the ground.
So when I was making $400,000 a year at Quadrant doing straight
Yeah, but you were doing work.
but that's what I'm trying to say is the trade-off is why when I say I don't want to do this anymore, like the staffing part,
Yeah.
it's like TikTok allows you to just be yourself.
That's true.
Without actually having to come in, sell your company's service or whatever, and deal with all those factors, which is nice. But then the other part at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I get to go home.
That's true.
My life is private if I choose, and I still get to make.
I
that.
think if you were a full-time content creator, something you need to remember is like you will always be thinking about content.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be content, and I think you would get really annoyed by that really fast.
because it becomes your job.
It becomes your job, but also like you like leaving the house.
Mm-hmm.
You like going to Jackson's for a happy hour. You like doing whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you have to be at home to make more content, to make more money,
Doesn't sound too bad either.
do you like just being at home all the time?
My underwear.
Is that what your content's going to be?
I mean, with my following,
With your following,
my
it
following,
might be.
they like the big hairy bear.
Show me your biceps. Show me your
Show me your biceps. I'm waiting for it to be like some hot girl, like
No.
Katie can get so jealous.
No.
And then it's
It's a
like,
guy.
nope. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty funny.
I think you would get burnt out on. I think you having to have every single thing you do be content, or like, you're like Caitlin will be like, let's go to the pumpkin patch, right? Let's take the kid to the pumpkin patch, and in your mind is how can I make videos out of this?
Yeah.
I think that would get tiring so fast, but I could be wrong
No,
for
it's
you.
definitely exhausting. Like I cried the other night because I came home. I think it was the last Tuesday or Wednesday. I think
Yeah.
it was Wednesday after we recorded.
Yeah.
Because I was so stressed about I have to work and make sure that we're getting a start so
Mm-hmm.
I can do the podcast stuff and still we can make a profit. And then the other part was like I have to edit the video. I have to learn how to edit this again. I have to figure out how to splice the audios. I have to get it on the formats or else the podcast isn't going to go anywhere, which is like, yeah, I get it. Okay, if we don't make any money, no big deal. But I'm like, we're doing a lot of work now.
Do you make any money on the podcast?
No.
How can you start making money on the podcast?
I think it's similar to TikTok. But I mean, I think it's like you have to, if you show an I think advertising is all about views per person.
So you make I have no idea. So I'm legitimately curious and asking.
Okay.
Most of the money you make off of TikTok and podcasting or whatever isn't from like your views or from like your likes. It's from the advertisements you do. Is
But
that what?
the ads won't approach you if they
Unless
can't get
you-
a
yeah,
guaranteed
exactly.
view per post.
Yeah.
So if my
Interesting.
guaranteed average is every post I get, I'm going to guarantee your business 5,000 views every time I post. They're like, okay, this is what that's worth to us.
You should start doing that.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
How do I do that? What do I advertise?
Anything.
And since I'm not politically correct, the only people that are going to sponsor me are like Trojan.
What's wrong with that?
Like Red
that's-
Bull.
Red Bull, Trojan. They all got tons of money.
Yeah.
That's like saying like, oh, the only ones who are going to sponsor me are DraftKings because I bet on DraftKings. It's
Not
like
true.
They're a giant. What do you mean?
Well, DraftKings could actually sponsor me.
You should talk to your concierge or whatever.
Gambling is a sin.
Oh,
Gambling is,
true. Sorry, my bad.
gambling is a sin.
my son.
No, but yeah, I know Joey Diaz. He's sponsored on DraftKings, so they give him like 50,
Yeah.
50 like five. I think it's like $500 to go gamble on their live or whatever.
And he just I think you're not politically. What politically what politically correct brand would you want to get sponsored by?
I guess the only brands that probably wouldn't sponsor me are like, yeah, right.
Like, what do you like? What about you? What do you like and would like to be sponsored by that is politically correct? Couldn't tell you a single thing.
Yeah, I've never thought about that really. I just go shop at Target. All my clothes are from Target.
Your clothes are from Target. Like,
Yeah.
who?
Yeah, they wouldn't sponsor
Who
me.
cares if
probably.
you're not politically? You don't care that you're not
Yeah.
politically correct.
And once they see I have such a large gay following,
Why did we whisper that?
just because TikTok doesn't let me say it, so I have to edit it out.
Oh, true. Okay.
But it's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, because on the last podcast,
You have a very large male following.
I have a very large male following.
There's nothing wrong with that. Why are you laughing? There's nothing wrong with that. They're great.
I don't mind.
The compliments, man.
I like compliments.
They do boost your ego a little
They
bit.
do boost my ego a bit. Yeah, I don't even care really. No, okay, but going back to it. So, if you were to, like, if you had to do anything to get money on social media, what would you do?
I told you sports content. I would make probably a podcast, and I would probably have to try to find somebody who would like to talk about sports as much as I do and make sports content that way, and little TikTok clips here and there about trades that happened or, news like insider Ian Rappaport type stuff. All that stuff is super interesting to me. New contracts that get signed.
True.
Why they're good, why they're horrible.
And I think if you have interest in it, you're speaking to somebody, one person at least.
Yeah.
People find that genuine interest. That, like, I think I told it last time, but it was like you can never oversaturate a market if it's another good take on the market.
Yeah, and I think, but I mean, it's also like you can't oversaturate sports.
Yeah.
Sports happen every week.
And it's just your
there's
takes.
always new content happening every single week. And if like you are just into the NFL, the MLB, and the NBA, or you could swap out NBA with like soccer, or whatever. There's always a sport going on, like golf. I love golf. Golf will go all during the spring, the summer, and then a little bit into the fall, and then the NFL starts. And then right as the NFL is over, preseason baseball starts. You'll have new content year round.
Would you want to do content here?
Meaning?
Like, what if we just took it a little more seriously and just set aside 1 hour a day where you actually take the time to make the content?
I don't
here?
know. I'm not creative enough is my problem. I've never been a creative
I'm pretty
person.
creative.
You are. That's what when you're like
You have the takes. I have the creativity. I could help you with like, hey, why don't you put this prop or do this?
like when
or
we were doing the Office TikToks, I was like, could I think up any of those? No. A, Kelly gave me all the ideas that I would then
you have
send to you.
Kelly.
Well, that's true. B, I was just like, yeah, I'll do whatever you guys want to do in the TikTok. Just tell me what to do. Same thing with the
Yeah.
podcast. I'm like, I'll come on and I'll talk with you. But like, could I make my own podcast, sit there and talk to the void for, however long with no, that's just not, my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah. No, I think, I don't know. I just have a feeling that we're going to take off. I don't know why.
Vargas Media?
Alex Vargas Media, Curtis
It's
Foreman.
Alex Vargas
dude.
now? I thought it was just Vargas.
Vargas Media.
Okay.
Yeah, or Vargas.
I thought you said it was just Vargas.
I mean, I definitely like the idea of rebranding us to Vargas, but then when I call as Progression, I'm like, okay, I can't. I would need to be able to hide my name.
What? You're calling with Progressive?
Yeah, Progressive.
I always
Insurance.
get, you're calling with Progressive? I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I am. Let me talk to him.
And there's one other. I think it's Procession or something.
Procession. I haven't heard Procession.
Yeah, they're a similar size too, and they started I think a couple of years before us. But yeah, I hear that one as well. But yeah, no, I mean, I was just thinking about it, and it's like, yeah, I can't. It's not that I would want to give up staffing because it's like this makes us a lot of money. I think I would keep Progression if the TikTok thing and the podcast stuff ever came above, like, to a point where I'm making $6,000 to $9,000 a month.
I think you would like staffing a lot more again if we weren't where we are job market wise.
Yeah.
I think that does make staffing a little hard.
I just don't think we've been where, like, it was getting better before Trump.
Yeah.
Like, right
No,
before
yeah,
Trump.
like it was all like, first Trump and then the COVID and then, everything got a little bit better and then Trump again. Now here we are. But that's my point is like, staffing does, like, it's not in a great place at the moment or whatever with the Trump stuff, but like it will come back. And like, I think you would end up liking it a lot more.
Yeah.
Again, like you did.
Yeah, I think it's not really like a giving up moment where I'm giving it up. It's more just like the idea, knowing that I could make money doing something else with like the TikTok stuff. Those things I love. Like I could stay up till 2 a.m. doing that. I'm not staying up till 2
all right,
a.m.
so here
making a
I got
client list.
I got your best of both worlds. You
Okay.
ready? It's business and it's social media marketing and advertising.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of drop shipping?
No.
Oh, dude.
What is it?
So you could just get like, those websites like Alibaba, like AliExpress,
Yeah.
DHgate, right? You can buy like generic, like anything you can think of, right? Create a logo, talk to the people who manufacture it in China on WhatsApp, have them slap your logo on it, build a website, and some people buy it from the website, and it goes directly to their house from the Chinese warehouse, and you get the money.
So is it like Forex?
No, it's a legitimate product. People do it all the time. Like half the stuff you see on TikTok of people like those. Like I told you, I bought the ice maker, right?
Yeah.
Like the countertop ice maker that does the
on
Chick-fil-A
the
ice
TikTok
or whatever.
shop.
That was totally drop shipping.
Okay.
It was someone who talked to a Chinese distributor.
Went to the wholesaler.
Went through the wholesaler, said, "Hey, this is my brand. Can we do a deal where for every $1 that I sell, you get 10 cents?"
Can you do this?
Yeah, everyone can do it.
No,
Anyone
can
do
you
it.
do this for us?
Do you want me to set up drop shipping? Yeah, sure. But the whole point of it is then you get one of them, right? Like
Okay.
let's say you make a
Like a watchtower.
watchtower, right?
Yeah.
Your watchtower thing. And you can then make all your videos, all your TikToks, advertising it, using it as a prop, making funny videos with the watchtower in it. And at all the times, there's a little thing down at the very bottom that they can click, buy it, and you get the money because it's drop shipped.
Yeah, so it's like TikTok Shop.
It's like TikTok Shop, but you get all the profit because it's your product, it's your brand.
So why don't you just do that?
I don't know what I would do.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Make us some money. We'll just give you the commission.
It's
the
a
same
legitimate
thing.
thing. You make a Shopify website. Dude, this is like a legit. People make a lot of money doing this.
I like it's like the thing is I know how to. I don't want to do another business where I don't care for.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
thing I'm selling.
It's like if you can find the thing that you care for selling, right? You're the owner of that product. You need to go out and advertise it. Make your TikToks.
The thing I love selling the most is myself.
Well, you can't sell yourself. Well,
That's actually what TikTok is. I'm selling
I think
myself.
I think your TikTok audience would like it a lot if you sold yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, like my body. Like, so that's different. No, but what I'm saying is like, yes, we have the staffing company here.
Mm-hmm.
We also have all this open space. Like, you've got great ideas. You've got a creative gene that you aren't giving yourself enough credit for. We need to start. I want to start making money off the creative side now.
I'm the type of guy who will come up with an idea, right, and give you the bones of it, and then I need people who are way more creative than me to put the like muscle and then the skin and everything onto to create the perfect person.
Yeah.
Because I can give you the bones and be like, I don't really know where to go from here, but if you could do it and help me get there, that's great.
Well, what if we just start with the Watchtower idea?
You really like the Watchtower.
Yeah, I mean, I use it all the time.
I like Bar Watch better.
Bar Watch is an app. It's a software.
Yeah, but that's really good. I really like the Bar Watch idea.
I did too. All right, guys, do you ready to hear about Bar Watch?
Bar Watch is a great idea.
So imagine you're at a bar, right? You know, or you're at home. Your wife gave you an hour to go out to a bar, you know, whatever. But you haven't been out in a while. You don't know what's hot anymore, or you're just in town.
You travel somewhere. You're on
traveling.
vacation. You show up to Austin, Texas.
You
one
want
of
to
the
know which
young
bar is
towns.
popular. So you open up your phone, you go to Bar Watch. Bar Watch gives you a live head count of the bar, female to guy ratio. It gives you the ethnicity. It gives you the average.
I didn't know we were going that far.
It gives you the average demographic of
I thought you were just telling me like, wait, hold on, ethnicity, demographic. We're
well,
going.
no,
Hold on.
you enter everything into your.
I was under the impression Bar Watch, right?
Yeah.
I liked Bar Watch.
Okay.
It tells you how dead or how live the bars are
That's what it does.
and what specials they're having, basically. How good their happy hour
Essentially,
is, what
that's
band's
how
playing.
we will market it. But
Okay.
the cool thing about the app is you have to enter all your information to register. So we have all of your demographics.
So we can sell their data.
I know the average person at this bar is 21 to 37 years old.
Okay.
The average person at this
That's
bar.
fair. They do need some age. You do need to know that
Well,
because
yeah,
like
'cause
you don't
if-
want to be going to like a 50+ brewery or
Or if
whatever.
I'm a
yeah.
single guy, I don't want to go to a bar with a bunch of other single guys. I want to go find single girls.
That's true.
You
There could be a
know.
dating app.
Or
element,
if it's
I suppose.
if you're into like if you want to go to a trans bar or a gay bar,
That's
you
true.
can see
That's
that
true.
it's not.
See, I really like this idea. I think this is your golden ticket. I think Bar Watch is your golden ticket.
Like, I think the issue, I just feel so guilty having all these other ideas because staffing is the only thing I've ever known. So I'm at this like breakup period with it where I'm like, I'm good at this. I know I could keep doing this. It's just not exactly what I want
I don't
to
think
be
you
selling.
should. I don't think you should stop. But if you want to try to get something else off the ground, go for it.
It's so hard to serve so many masters. I'm already doing it with TikTok and podcasting, and I'm like, I could be really good at podcasting, but I'm like, I need a week off work to do all these clips, to splice everything, to get the ad. Like, I could do it really officially and well if I didn't have my other stuff going on, but then I wouldn't have a house. Then I wouldn't have
houses are
food.
important. Food is
I wouldn't have
important.
bills. So I'm kind of coming to terms with the reality of this. And then I'm like, when I do need money, the only thing I need to do is turn off the fucking TikTok live and get to fucking work and pick up the phones again.
That's true.
So it's kind of, I'm reaching this point with it where I'm like, literally, how can we make something work within the boundaries of we're still profitable and comfortable to where I'm making enough profit to where I don't feel poor. And, I think if we just go a year with a lean shop, like you said, when the staffing picks up again, between you, me, Nazi, and maybe adding another salesperson and a recruiter at most, once we've got enough, like, I think we're good. Like, I'm just kind of concerned about, I feel so much energy right now, so much money in social media. I just don't want to miss the boat.
I don't think there is a missing the boat in social media.
Okay.
Missing the boat is like, because then it's going to eventually like be gone. Right? Like, that's the whole thing about missing the boat is like, unless you get on now, it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
I don't think social media is going to be gone.
It's not going anywhere.
No, I think it's the same thing, like I said, with sports, how you always have new content, right? Social media is always going to have something new. There was Vine, and now there's TikTok. There was, when Instagram became the big giant thing out of nowhere, like, there's always new apps. There's always new stuff happening on the internet where you could always jump in and, I don't think the boat's ever gone on social media. Is my point. I don't think it ever will be gone. I think this is just how it is now.
But why can't you do I know we've talked about doing the Barstool thing here before, but like, we got so many open desks. Why can't you just do like your sports thing once a week? But then I have this complex too, where I think because I like something, everybody wants to do it.
Now, again, but my problem is I can't do it like on my own. Like, I am fully aware of
You
that.
have me.
I mean, you can't talk about sports and then have this podcast and then everything.
Why not? It's your own thing, but it's under Alex Vargas Media or Progression Media or whatever. And eventually you build your own brand. People will follow you.
That's true. I would have to. I don't know if I would start with a podcast. I would definitely probably start with like the videos of like a guy sitting there and gives like a news report type of thing with like something in the background.
Start small.
Yeah, like a little like video about like, oh, breaking news, the Yankees have signed, blah 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 to whatever deal. That would probably what I would start with, and like something along those lines, or like right now would be like NFL, right? I'd be like, breaking news, the Giants are terrible because they blew a 30-point lead to the Denver Broncos. Like, that's probably what I would start with, and then go from podcast, and then probably go to podcast later, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to start with.
Well, I think we found our balance the other week in terms of like before, you got with nausea and, I hate to name drop, but I think, but right before that was going on, we had a good balance of, we were on TikTok live on Friday.
Those Friday ones are always your best ones.
I wasn't TikTok living every day where it was like, I'm having to put a lot of focus on that and try to do my sales job.
I think that is the problem, is like, the way to grow your TikTok live is to interact with the people in your TikTok live. It isn't just like the noise of an office that's going to make it. It's not a stream. Like, they want to like interact with you and like rage bait you and be like, "What's up, big guy," or whatever. That's what they want to do with it. Pretty bear or whatever. That guy called you nice eyes. all that. Like, but that's what they. So like, on Fridays, you do the most interacting with people because,
there's not that much going on.
That's just kind of the way the corporate world is. On Fridays, there's not a lot that goes on. So you could wear your Ravens jersey, get on TikTok live, and get harassed by all the Steelers fans.
And still maintain work.
And still maintain an email or two here and there of
Yeah.
someone telling you, hey, call me back on Monday. Like, that's a good balance there, yeah. But like, I think when you get on during the week, like, you'll have a couple people here and there, but it is hard to balance between engaging with them and actually doing
my job.
Doing the job,
Yeah.
because both require like attention
Intense.
and focus, and like, you can't do both at the same time.
It's intense focus. Yeah. I mean, I think you I can discredit staffing just because I'm naturally good at it, but it's like one of those things. If you're not working out, if you're not looking at it all the time, it's hard to pay attention to it. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to give up. Like, I just think that we've got this great opportunity with all this space. Like, I can just use it, but like, you should use it too. Like we should, we get a video editor once we start making some money, like, somebody to actually help you with the videos that you want to make, but maybe you start doing, I don't know. It's not your thing.
I mean, it's an idea. It's definitely an idea. I've just never had a big social media presence. It's never really been my thing.
Yeah, see, it doesn't need to be your thing.
It's never I enjoy social media? Sure. Like I'll get on Twitter and laugh at the memes and I'll scroll TikTok and send funny stuff to Kelly or whatever. Like that's just like, that's kind of what I use social media for. But like I haven't posted on Instagram since 2019.
Yeah.
I haven't posted on Twitter since 2 years ago. Like I just don't post things.
But I think like what I'm getting at is in sales, I know it's going to take you 6 months to become to become a profitable salesperson for me. 6 months, you should have brought in more bottom line than your salary is worth. And now you're at the point where you're making commission on top of your salary. So 6 months is kind of like, I know it takes a good salesperson 6 months to a full year in staffing to get up, start making six figures. I wouldn't expect it at like 4 to 6. That would be like, damn, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
4 to 6 is like the guys that he's a workhorse. Plus he's naturally like, I think on average it takes about 6 months.
Yeah.
And you're right around that mark. You're coming up on 6, right?
I started in August.
Fuck. You started in August.
Well, I started recruiting in May.
All right.
And then you know what I think we should do to make money?
What?
Break into the Louvre. Steal
Break
the crown jewels.
Break into the Louvre. Oh my God. All right. Yeah, we'll end a little bit with the Louvre. The Louvre is in, where is it? Paris? France?
Yes.
What happened to it? Curtis, go on and tell us about that.
From what I understand, and my source is Kelly, who is online quite a bit, so I trust her with my life. Apparently, at night, randomly, some people broke in with a ladder into one of the windows and got in and out in 7 minutes.
Jeez.
And stole the crown jewels, which were like the jewels that Napoleon's wife wore, the Empress of France
No way.
wore, and a bunch of other like jewelry out of the Louvre.
Damn.
And there's a manhunt underway, and they're not really sure where they are or what they look like or anything like that. But the conspiracy theory is, and apparently this is a thing that a lot of people have been down this rabbit hole for quite a bit. Very, very, very rich people pay professional thieves to break in and steal stuff like that.
I did hear this.
So then
Yeah, I
they
heard
can
that headline.
sell it on the black market to like personal collections. So
It's just crazy that thieving and robbing is still a lucrative profession.
my personal belief, right? It was very convenient that the day the Louvre got broken into, AWS goes down. I think Jeff Bezos is the one behind this.
You think Jeff Bezos? Wait, it was the same day, wasn't it?
It was.
And the White House?
I don't know what happened with the
The White House demolition was the same day.
It was the same day.
So we had the White House being demolished, we had the Louvre robbery, and AWS. What happened with AWS? They lost their servers or something?
Yeah, like 90% of the world's internet goes through Ashburn, Virginia.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like 90-something% of the internet
That's
goes through
incredible.
Ashburn, Virginia, and it's called like AWS US East 1. It's
Okay.
like that like network or like server or whatever, and there was some problem with that specific server. So like Fortnite was down, Snapchat was down, Reddit was down,
Damn.
Venmo was down, PayPal
don't
was
even
down.
use
Like
Venmo.
every like big giant companies like Venmo, PayPal, all of them down. You couldn't get into it.
That's crazy. Well, they probably need more data center checks.
They probably need more data center.
Dude, so yeah, I mean,
But this is my theory. Jeff Bezos, right, wants
Yeah.
the crown jewels of
Stop
France.
saying the crown jewels. I
Yeah,
keep
that's
thinking
what it
you
is.
mean like
No, well, no.
like
That is
kahunas.
that's what they're called. It's
Like
literally a
chicken nuggets.
crown with a ton of jewels on, but they want that jewelry.
like Gene Simmons and the crown jewels.
They want that jewelry, and I think Jeff Bezos purposely turned off his AWS US East 1, right? And then he paid people to break into the Louvre while they were doing it to steal the jewelry.
for Trump.
No, for Bezos to then sell on the black market.
For how much? Why would Bezos need more money? He's the richest man in
Why
the
do
world.
you need more money, Alex? Everyone needs more money.
Everyone
Everyone
needs- we
needs
all
more
got
money.
standards of
Bezos did it. You want a soundbite? You want a TikTok like little clip? You want a YouTube short? Jeff Bezos is behind the Louvre robbery. Mark it. Mark my words.
Clock it.
Clock it. Jeff Bezos is behind this.
That's insane, dude. Who's calling my cell phone, dude? This is real work going on out there. No, but no, I mean that's pretty. I like that theory a lot.
I love conspiracies.
Yeah,
I'm totally on board with this.
I think maybe the next one we do conspiracy theories.
Ooh, I got some
we
good
get
ones.
into it.
I got some good
But
ones.
I think I'm good if you are.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
You're
do
the
it.
boss. You're the host.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was a good episode. Unless we have anything else to end it with.
No, now we got to go talk about business ideas.
We got to get with these business ideas. I don't know how this episode's going to sound. How is this episode going to sound?
I don't know. I thought the last one wasn't going to sound great, and you said that sounded awesome.
Did you not even listen to it?
No, I did. I listened to it, but my point is, like, I went in like there is a point.
True. Last episode, I was like, "What are we even talking about?"
There was a point where I was sitting here, and you said, I think we're done. And I said, you're not only going to get like 5 minutes of usable content out of this. And it ended up doing fine. You said it was our most watched podcast.
It was last episode 42 was the most watched podcast in visitor parking history in the first week. So I don't even know what the second week has done. But
Did you put it on Spotify yet?
No, it wasn't even on Spotify.
There you go.
We had, I think we had about 43, 45 views on YouTube, and we had about 22 on Apple. And that was on Friday. So I don't even know where it is. It was about, what, 60 views?
Yeah, something like that.
So we're trying to break 100 views on the podcast. If you wouldn't mind, we do have a couple more guests coming on. Whenever Nazia gets back, we're gonna have we'll have all three of us. I think we vote for Curtis to stay as a default member of this team.
Yeah, okay.
As long as he's comfortable with it, and we just ride from there. But thank you guys for coming on. God bless America. God bless our troops.
And gentlemen, start your
Start your engines. Thank you, guys. Oh, that was the longest I think we talked. Where I was getting a headache because we were talking so much.